time you been hating, I know you mad that I'm famous, I know you mad that I made it. With all the time you been hating, you could've turned into something. Sometimes it works out for people, sometimes it really just doesn't. Don't do this shit to be famous, I do this shit cause I love it. I shot an arrow, said fuck it, I took a chance, came from nothing. You have to go for it, want it, you have to rise up above it. If you go unexpected, well girl, I think that you bugging. How you want what I have? You ain't working yourself. That toxic energy shit ain't really good for your health. I think you need better goals, cause oh my god, you seem lost. You talking shit about my music, but what the fuck have you dropped? Now what the fuck have you done? Accolades you have none. Your lazy ways get you none. I'll go and pray for you, hun. Sugar, honey, iced tea. These bitches don't like me. These bitches won't fight me. And doing shit just to spite me. I see them talking on the IG. Think you jealous, maybe high key. I got the juice, I got the high C. Do I care? Unlike me.
Hello, everybody. What's good? Oh, all right. Now my dog is over here. He getting hyped too for y'all. Welcome to the best of BNV.
Hi, everyone.
My name is Danielle, and I'm going to be a co-host today. I am the assistant slam coordinator for Brave New Voices this year. And this is...
I'm Ashlee. I'm from Trinidad, and I will be Daniel's co-host tonight. I am the slam coordinator for this year's festival.
Turn up. And yeah, I'm repping Flint, Michigan. I used to compete back in the day. So y'all, best of BNV. This is for anyone who didn't make it to finals but still wanted another space to put their heart out there, right? So it's for non-competing poets. To share their truth one last time, give us the best that they got. It is an open mic. So I'm so grateful for all of the submissions that I received. And yeah, we just want to keep it hype. I'm so sorry. Let me just... Yeah, so we just want to create another space for the youth to get hyped, to share their truth. We still on team clap for everybody, so if I can see some emoji action. Can I see some emoji action? Yes, where's the butterflies? Where's the hearts, the stars, the fire? We love to see it. Yes, go crazy in the reaction bar, go crazy in the chat box, right? We're going to get lit one last time for y'all, all right? Before we get started, I have an entire list, and I will be calling them up, probably asking y'all some questions just so we can make sure we get the right piece up there. You feel me? And make sure if there's any trigger warnings, make sure to let me know those so we can definitely let the people know. But before we get started, I do want to break the ice, right? We got all these amazing poets about to hit the stage, but we got to break the ice for them. We got to warm it up real quick. So I got somebody special who's going to open us up for y'all. Let me get their bio real quick. All right. Ashlee Burnett, see her pronoun, is queering and carrying the Caribbean forward, because period. The okay, you're going to have to help me with this one. Trinidadian, okay.
Yeah.
Trinidadian-born writer and arts educator, currently functions as the chair of the Caribbean Women in Leadership, Trinidad and Tobago, national chapter, and a CIWIL board member. She is the founder of Feminine Caribbean and a 2020 Women Deliver Young Leader. She is the slam coordinator of the Brave New Voices International Poetry Slam 2021 and a lover of all things peppermint. Everybody, get your fingers to typing, all the emojis going crazy. My lovely co-host, Ashlee.
Thank you so much, Danielle, and thank you all so much. So this poem is really dear to me. You'll hear some words here that is very native words of Trinidad and Tobago, things that we say in the Caribbean. So I hope that you enjoy it. There's a line in here that's quite familiar. It's by Toni Morrison. There is a certain kind of peace that is not merely the absence of war. Revelry is the calm before the storm. Dancing bodies in color and waistlines oiled from 4 o'clock Juve air. Legs know the road long enough, beating the sun. The mass was hot, a type of peace and amnesia of everything you're dancing against. After the mass, some things does unearth itself and crawl up on the land to send people back into hiding. It is then you'd realize how much the mass means. To be unafraid and big and bad John and a skettle climbing up on the St. James sign and touching and whining on everything. Now you'd realize that kind of freedom while you sit and watch the world burn with no mass, but for some reason, you will still feel free. The birth of a silent kind of mass in your homes, even after everyone leaves and returns to their hole, the mass will continue. The kind of peace, knowing it's more than twice a year you will be doing the same things, and then you'll know that even in all of this burning, there is a certain kind of peace that is not merely the absence of war. Thank you.
Wait. Oh. Y'all, this is my road dog. We've been coordinating from the beginning, and I'm just so grateful to share space with her. I do believe this is our last time showing our face on stage, so I'm so grateful. So grateful to be co-hosting with her and showing you all the best of BNV. So y'all ready for an open mic? Y'all ready for an open mic?
Go!
Emojis, go crazy in the chat. Yeah, we still hype. Turn up. So
Who's going up first, Danielle?
Yeah. All right. So we are going to pull up a team from Poetic Pathos Youth Slam, and we are going to put up a pre-recorded piece called Hand Games. If that's cool, say cool. Turn up.
Okay, let's. Awesome. We got a cool. Great.
It all starts with a simple hand game.
Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black.
Sarah watches from distance, captivated by the mere artistry she is witnessing. Like a moth to a flame, she flies closer and closer, bumping Aisha out the way as she positions herself across from little Anaya, audacity brimming from her fiery blue eyes, and with the lift of a single hand, Anaya is off. As little Sarah gets caught up, arms flailing, studded claps, and with feet, she crosses her arms, saying,
You went too fast. That's not fair.
No, you went too slow.
Anaya responds. Sarah stops the teacher with a complaint quickly forming on her lips, handcrafted tears already bursting from the seams, garnishing the highest of sympathies and expecting the world to bend at her will.
Telling our mothers of today's occurrence, a lesson is taught.
Keep being yourself.
Sometimes the same lesson can produce different stories. I don't have to be respected.
I'm acceptable to blue eyes.
I'm loud and boisterous in the skin.
My anger wearing disguise.
Years of holding ground and pushing back. Battles are fought, sacrifices are made, but whiteness got some hands when we start to cave.
These lessons become muddled in a sea of white faces. My standards and values mutate. My words are laced with caution. I'm living in a part of town where I don't see myself often.
I never gave you the skin for you to compromise the validity of it. The world was built off your grief. Don't let them take more than they've already taken.
My blackness shouldn't have to bend and twist and contort into what is palatable for paler tones. I shouldn't have to dial down to the light of mine to make you brighter. Little white girls have appropriation embedded into their genome. Colonizing my practicum, my moves are mocked and did wrong. Funny looks from palm-colored people, watching us with their nose turned up like steeples.
They don't hate, but they still watching. White folks want to live like us without caution. Imitation is the best form of flattery. But you know how silly they look trying to compete.
Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. Recent homegrown terrorism, privilege gained from the system. You have your daddy's narcissism. Upping everybody's Kool-Aid, but just on another flavor. Picking at everyone's custom, so it's something for you to savor.
Swiping, no swiping.
Even with the whole world sitting at your feet, your march like the cadence, so you win and so our beats. They cut the hand that rocks the cradle. Y'all still our hand games like it ain't a traditional staple.
We took the noose off the tree and used it to play double dutch. Used the chalk outline for our bodies to play hopscotch.
Taught rhythm and rhyme while showing how we gigolo with pride in every snap and clap of songs that helped you grow.
Our heirlooms can't be duplicated or recycled. We speak and rhyme our mother's tongue.
This shit comes easy with us. The melodies that play, the songs that come through our hearts, the lyrics that carry oxygen to our veins.
So, you can't mute this tempo that has always been within. These routines are rituals that just ain't made for white hands.
Wow, okay, choreography. Swiper, no swiping. Okay.
Love, love, love.
Yes, always showing love, always showing love. All right, we're gonna keep this open mic going. Thanks y'all for keeping it real with us, for sharing y'all truth. We're gonna keep it going with Poetic Pathos, and we're gonna send up a pre-recorded poem by Lily titled Father. And I do want to say there is a trigger warning for sexual abuse and trauma. So everybody, let's get free with this poet introduction. Do y'all thing. Welcome to the stage, Lily.
I still choke on every syllable of your name. Same way you had a choke on me, the same way you had a choke on my mother, swinging her by her hair like she's on a merry-go-round, hitting her head on every corner of our house in my innocence. You were supposed to be my dad, my protector. Whatever happened to me running to you about stupid little boys that broke your little girl's heart? It shouldn't be the other way around. I shouldn't be running to boys about my daddy issues and how you're a fucked up excuse of a father, expecting them to fix me. Because you broke me first. At night, I sit in my shower and think about how if cells are replaced every 7 years, then why can I still feel your touch upon my skin? No matter how many times I scrub, I can't seem to erase the mark that you left. How your hands caressed my skin, the skin you created the skin, took advantage of the little girl that is now frightened with a single touch and fear that it could all happen again. That her cries won't be heard this time. That little girl can't have a male look in her direction for too long without feeling like she is suffocating. Can't catch a glimpse of herself in the mirror the wrong way without seeing you staring back at her. That little girl will forever be trapped in the trauma of your touch, still choking on every syllable of your name.
Thank you for that poem. Before we continue, if we can just take a collective breath, because, sharing poems, you're bearing your soul. And I want to thank that team for that poem. So let's just take a collective breath. One big inhale and then exhale. On the count of 2. 1, 2, inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much. So we're gonna bring up to the stage, we have poems from Soda City, and this is Soda City's first day actually at BNV. So thank you all so much for being here and being a part of the BNV community. So we have a pre-recorded poem first by Keela, and then we go to Supriti, who'll be performing live. So let's welcome them.
You might as well be in a picture frame with candles on either side, placed on the mantle and given a forlorn look every now and then.
You might as well be the wooden urn in the corner of the living room, the bouquet of fake flowers fastened to its side.
But with 9 months scraped by,
and not even an ounce of effort put into the 5 stages of grief.
The only fallacy with this analogy is that no one gives your photo a forlorn look in the first place. Virtual learning is a choice I made in the interest of safety for... You might as well be in a picture frame with candles on either side, placed on the mantle and given a forlorn look every now and then.
You might as well be the wooden urn in the corner of the living room, the bouquet of fake flowers fastened to its side.
But with 9 months scraped by,
and not even an ounce of effort put into the 5 stages of grief.
The only fallacy with this analogy is that no one gives your photo a forlorn look in the first place. Virtual learning is a choice I made in the interest of safety for those I love and myself.
I stayed inside so I wouldn't add to the ever-growing death toll around the globe.
Wanting to save my family or anyone else's from the sickening pain of sudden loss.
But what is learning from home when I'm in my senior year of high school and not ready to say
goodbye? What is a diploma acquired through Microsoft when I know everyone else is able to make memories without me?
I used to tiptoe around my words, navigate my tone to ensure I didn't seem jealous or unapproachable.
But what the hell am I supposed to feel when I don't get jack shit from the friends I've spent 4 years with?
Why do I feel like the lid of my casket's already been shut before the funeral was even planned?
When the brief moments I get are filled with
I miss you,
I miss you, I miss you, but why don't you mean it? When I send you texts, messages, emails, please.
When I don't complain and keep myself working.
When I tell myself it's my problem I can't sleep.
I can't wake up on time.
I can't focus.
I have no motivation.
I can't focus.
I don't have time for the things that make me happy.
I can't focus, goddammit!
I'd say that I feel like the ashes scattered through a cold and desolate wind.
But I don't think you'd even remember to open my urn to begin with.
What am I supposed to feel
when I don't even get to see or hear you?
My room is the mausoleum I'm confined to.
And I take 1,000 low-quality Zoom meetings.
Over the echoing silence that always finds its way back to me.
What are your expectations of me?
When I'm struggling to stay alive in this debilitating loneliness,
please, place them on my shoulders and pile them on like all of my other assignments.
Because at the end of the day,
there will still be more work tomorrow,
and the next day,
and the day after that, no matter how many assignments I turn in,
or how much I accomplish today.
And I never get to talk with the people I love and miss so much, or do any of the things that made me happy at one point. I feel myself losing the friendships and hobbies I once had, like I'm digging into the pit of my grave each day. So I have to ask myself, what's the point anymore?
What am I supposed to do when I feel forgotten? Or forgotten in the presence of an unmarked headstone or the wilted flowers that never made it to the cemetery? Why have I been completely and inarguably forgotten? And why do I feel like it's my fault that I'm in this situation
in the first place?
Because if I had just
tried harder, if I had just done better,
if I had just worked harder,
if I had just focused better, if I had just bought my own
Thank you. I'm not sure which team is it, because I know there was some a mix up, but I just wanna
I
thank
believe that
that
was,
team.
yeah,
Yeah,
I believe
like
that was
thinking
poetic
about,
justice.
yeah. Oh, okay, got it. Thinking about, the pandemic and virtual learning and just being thrown into all of that. It is a lot for young people, for us to be able to cope. And so thank you for highlighting that. So we're gonna bring up Supriti, who is from Soda City, who will be performing live.
Hi, this is better now. Last time there was some technical issues. So, okay, I'll start. I lie. No, not because I want to, not because I do not want to tell you, but because I don't know what that truth I want to tell is. It hurts. It hurts, really does. If you see the real me, I'm afraid you will ungrasp me, lose me, just to never be with me. I'm afraid I will be the light you'll be ignoring because I burn your eyes. It hurts to not be able to tell you what you want to hear. It hurts to see you struggle trying to adjust by my thoughts. I wish to get rid of your troubles, but I'm also one of them. I wish to get rid of your pain, but I give you them. The struggle you're moving through is a road made of glass that you're breaking in as you walk. There's only one way there to break away, but that means I will lose you. Losing you is not an option I can choose. I will lose my life. There's a path of roses and wish along the lines of this road, but you choose to stay. Why? Now I wonder, have you been forced to choose this pain when there's life out there waiting for you? Now, this is an option I'm choosing. My mind is choosing to do the right thing, I hope. This time, please let my heart choose. If you refuse, I'll break further after leaving you. Make it easy to cover the hollow heart. Please let me go. Hey, see, it's not working out anymore, so let's move on. Bye. Sorry, heart. This time, you'll lose again.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, truly. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for sharing this space and for sharing your honest selves. It takes a lot to be honest through your poems and to, just come up here and perform. And, I just want to, shout out Soda City one more time for being here, being a part of this space, because I mean, this is your first day. So I hope that you stay and I hope that you come back. So I'm seeing that. Okay. So I'm guessing we will move on to the next team, Danielle. So let us know who's coming up.
Turn up, turn up. Was Stardust ready?
No, it's not. So next team.
Turn up, turn up. All right. We moving on to Minds of Poetry, and we are coming live with Christopher Steve Oliver. If you can press the green button.
Ooh.
Come on, baby, to the stage. Everybody put a whole bunch of emojis in there. Go crazy. I want to see the butterflies. We going through some metamorphosis today, okay? All right.
All right, Steve. What happened? 1 second, we're trying.
Mind of a delinquent. Nah, I don't think I'm right. I think you're wrong. And for this, I'm looked at as a delinquent. A mirror image, I project what's in front of me, I reflect, but see, closed-minded elders would just deflect because it's honesty. And they can only see with their window view, a little transparency looking in, and they see that it's true. But their vision is a whole lie because it's only part of the truth. Though you may think me a delinquent, I'm just a childhood who for a while was ignorant and good as any child should. be under the hood that protects our head from the cold that can't possibly be understood. That life is hard, it ain't sweet, unlike what they're putting in our mind, telling us it'll be all right and you can succeed. Just a few restless nights is all you need. But that's when I grew up, and reality gave me real eyes to see that all upper society sees is where this bus stop stood. An institution for the hood. The school to prison pipeline is clogging with the tears of my kind. Youngest with a poison mind. Waiting on the time to get out of system design for either by the bullets or by the weight of our elders make us flatline and see that's fine, but they'll worry about, child, take off your hood. If you don't find a bug in the system, it'll continue to trash. Traditions does not mean flawlessness. Uniqueness and difference makes all of us. We are not the best, but we don't need cheat sheets yet. Study guides to this test. Patience is a virtue because reality ain't get that software yet. So the next generations have more viruses and mindlessness and all this I-ness, but no eyes are blessed. How can you expect a software to update when you aren't tolerant to the updating process? So chalk the computer up to a broken delinquent before it's even thoroughly looked at. Just because it looks that. No graph, no info, no picture, just a screen all black. They say you are a product of your environment. Well, teenagers is a jungle. You realize there's little room to stumble because if you trip and follow the assignment, they herd up like buffalo, ready to break your spine. And you left with no support and you're left behind, and so I become a cheater. You can't catch me, I work harder and not smarter, I'm quicker than that. Or since I hate this place, I'm not coming back. I eat my progenitors' meats. It's poisonous and unhealthy, it's killed them and it's killing me, but it doesn't matter because it's sweet. How can I pray to become any better than a predator when I was always taught the alligator's jaws? I mean, mama, you ain't gotta listen to nobody but me. The anaconda's cluster, don't trust no one to yourself, you peep. The cold tiger's claw of the cold world speech. The tarantula's web, if you ought to act like a young lady. The viper fathers who inject their sons with toxic masculinity. The weight of rhinos charged with society's definition of beauty. You're a cutie if your niche is the demo of physical qualities. And don't reject the gorillas because then you're a hippo and ugly. Now see, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm stating something's wrong. This is still a subjective truth because it may not apply to you. I'm just still showing what I see through my Windows view. But when your sight can escape those ledges, your vision becomes misconstrued. So I will steal just like my elders. I will kill just like my elders. I find my family, the authority for my pride and for my glory, for what I like. And my sights, everything but was right, just like my elders. They thought thinking the same thoughts would create thinking a better thought process. I'm just a product to be sold to your environment. My mindset has just been recycled, and yet they'll never see it for much more than the mind of a delinquent.
Turn up, turn up. That's where poetry meet activism. Keep sharing your truth, okay? And we're going to dismantle all these corrupt systems.
Yes. Yes. You're literally transforming the world with your work. And so thank you all for that.
Yes, you're making the people think differently. That's what we love. That's why we have this space. So thank you. Turn up. We're going to keep it going. We're going to bring up another poet from Minds of Poetry. Come on. Come to the stage. Press that green button. Jack.
Which is right there.
Jack Couchman. Come on, make sure he got all the hearts.
Yeah.
All right, Jack. Huh? It's not new.
Okay, here we go.
You should.
You're. All right. Yeah. I hate the humid and hot days that come along with summer's blaze and the long grass that grows without concern, or the needless fireworks at every turn. I don't want to see the dogwoods die, or the melon that brings a million fruit flies. I want to be young again. My problems were just bugs then, and it was just us those summer nights, muggy from the tears of our own frights. Mom and Dad already sleeping while you and I listened to faraway cars beeping. No one ever came out the door, and there was no dog outside anymore. But I saw you every night, my little glowing light. You were a star in my hand, making the world a little less bland. I couldn't help but smile. Please, just stay in my palm a while. You make my life better and brighter and my heart a little bit lighter. You're the thing I go to find when I want to leave the world behind. You're a small piece of that grandiose sky, making me wish I could fly. Sorry. I'll miss you, my friend, when morning comes, but we'll shine together when the streetlight hums. All summer we'll look at the moon and forget about our earthly gloom. I wonder if you've fallen from space, or if the gods view you with disgrace. Maybe they're jealous of your magic, so they tried to make your life tragic. But it never works, my dear. It was your love against their fear, and they lost and ditched you here to buzz around into my ear and make things feel okay, and take my problems away. All the worries and woes, the locked doors and shadows make it hard to smile. Make every inch feel like a mile. But I'll look at you, my bestest friend, and I will, once again.
Yeah, Jack. And my
Yes, and I think I heard you saying new shit. So that's a new poem that you have there. So thank you for gracing us, for gracing this stage with that poem at Best of BNV, because I mean we only get the best. So I'm seeing that we have Soda City that's ready, so we can bring up Stardust. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
As you sit there and rejoice in Christ.
Religious
rules
that
deserve
to
be
broken.
Don't swear. No coffee, no tea, nothing provocative to wear. Special underwear. Fold your arms and pray like it is the last day of your life as you sit there and rejoice in Christ.
Go to synagogue, the same one I was molested in. Sit in the back with the other ladies. Behind the opaque curtain, bury my questioning in words I can't understand. Let God dry my tears. Do one more good deed to bring the Messiah closer.
Is this even accurate? Is it wrong to question? Or is it just another man-made philosophy rooted in hatred, sexism, control, led by the white man in their beautiful suits? Don't go out on Sunday, or you'll be crucified too.
Good deeds? Good in your eyes, maybe. But in God's eyes? I don't know. In my eyes? Definitely not. Protecting molesters instead of victims is not my idea of a good deed.
Hate the sin, love the sinner, preach homophobia at the Sunday service. As you take that sip of water, blood runs down the back of your throat, remembering that Jesus died for your sins, and you will burn in hell in the afterlife. The guilt that comes every time you question if this is actually true, question if this is just a persona. Just a mask to cover up the fact that the church is a corrupt money scam. But I'll sit there and bow my head. I beg for forgiveness, for questioning, for wandering, for pondering, and I still... Am I still as clean as the earth right after rain, or will my story be excluded from the ones they taught in primary?
When pulpit rabbis minimize young lives into a single word, sinful. I am not struck by the truth in their words, but by the terror hidden in the eyes of countless around the room. Remind me once again that every bad thing that ever happened, or will happen for that matter, is because of my lack of modesty. I truly appreciate the opinion of male rabbis on female modesty. Thank you so much for opening my eyes, for enlightening me that I am not accepted here.
Am I unclean for the sins that I have committed?
Am I an abomination for the sins I have committed?
I am not unclean.
I am not an abomination.
A realization. I respect religion, but not the harm it has caused, feeling unclean in my own naked body, which you told me was sinful. Told me if I don't marry a man, I would never be welcomed into God's gates, God's arms. Why would God care? He made me in his image, so is this really a flaw? Why is it like this?
Religion isn't like this, doesn't have to be like this. But you are. This community and its claws that dig into my chest, reaching for my heart, breaking it to parts, crushing my individuality, branding it as heresy. We're not what God intended. We were what God intended.
Beautiful.
Flawed.
Extraordinary. We were what God intended.
You know what? We're just going to go right into it. We're going to take a pause and we're going to take a collective affirmation. All right, so wherever you are, just take a moment to just repeat after me, okay?
Just to get the music down a little.
All right, first let's start with a deep breath. In, out. One more time, in, out. And repeat after me. I am valid and worthy just as I am.
I am valid and worthy just as I am.
I am valid and worthy just as I am.
I am valid and worthy just as I am.
I am valid and worthy just as I am.
I am valid and worthy just as I am.
Yes. Thank you all so much for that piece and for reminding us that. Yes. Woo.
I saw that poem was religious rules that deserves to be broken. And yes, there are so many things about our world, the constructs that we exist in that really puts us in corners, stifling who we are. And it's so important for us to be able to exist out of that. So thank you for that poem, and thank you for creating this space for us to think about it, for us to reflect and find a new way forward.
Absolutely. Yeah. It can be really hard to challenge that, right? You grew up in it, and so now you're like, I don't feel comfortable. So grateful for your courage, for your bravery. It's not easy, but this is why we have this space. So thank you again.
Yeah, definitely.
The next
so we have coming up to the screen. I believe Word is Bond is next. Word as Bond. That keeps, I think everyone who has had to announce Word as Bond keeps saying Word is Bond. right? But Word as Bond, you're up next. I believe we have two poems that's coming from them, from Alyssa and Piper. So let's get to it. If you can drop the poems that's gonna be played for you in the chat bar, let us know so we can send it up.
Yeah.
Or if you're doing it live, you can click the green box.
Whichever one. We ready for you.
Yeah. Anyone.
It says pre-recorded. So.
Yeah.
Which pre-recorded piece would you like, love?
So I'm thinking what we can do is move to the next team. If Word as Bond is here, then we can, they'll send us a message and we can move that way. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, who we got next?
I'm seeing Street Project Foundation, who's gonna be doing a pre-recorded piece. If you're here, can you drop what poem that will be? And just to note, y'all, right after Best of BNV is Screen Time Slam by Brave New Voices, which is going to happen on Instagram at Pretty Simple Cat. So we'll drop that in the chat for you to be able to follow. There will be, it's the Youth Indie Slam, so folks will be performing. And I believe there's like money, a prize involved. So y'all can check that out. And yeah, this is we're almost at the end of the festival, which is so wild, right? It's been a ride. Okay, well, we're gonna move on to Southern Word, and I believe Southern Word is performing live. So click that green box and let's bring you up.
When the man don't test me, all time no ashy. Now look at your wrist, now who you impressing? No.
So we're gonna need you to unmute your mic. So everyone, please remember to unmute before you start, so we won't miss a word that you have to say. Can you try one more time, Alden? I believe, yeah. Once you're unmuted, you're good. So just refresh and unmute.
Let's give it up for Southern Word.
No, did you refresh?
I think that was good, Bob.
Okay, did you refresh your? Okay, well, what we're gonna do, we are going to bring up the next poet, and then we can bring you up after to make sure that you are muted. So yes, Gabriella, you can send the next poet up. Click that box, and let's get to it.
Ways I'm a bad Mexican. 1. I don't look Mexican. Filipino, Pakistani. I know when I said those words, the first thing you thought was, oh yeah, I see that. It runs in the family. But they all speak Spanish, so they get away with it. So that when the other Hispanic kids at their school say, wait, you're Mexican? They can say, sí, lo soy, which I assume must be the passcode because whatever I said wasn't. Speaking of which, 2, I don't speak Spanish. Some people say my Spanish is conversational. Translation, my Spanish is slow, shallow. And if you had said that to me in Spanish, I'd have needed that translation because conversational is not in my vocabulary, but the word for round trip ticket is. 3, the Spanish word for round trip ticket, I'm told, is ida y vuelta. Notice, Spanish speakers, how I said that funny. That's my I learned Spanish at 13 accent. I intentionally say horchata instead of horchata because I can't roll my R's and I don't feel I meet the criteria to embrace my own culture. Why is there a criteria to embrace your own culture? Accent. 4. I don't embrace my culture because I don't embrace my culture. I'm afraid to learn because I don't know already. Family and food is the extent of my cultural education. I made an ofrenda once, but it was for Spanish class. Maybe I'd know more if I was near my dad's side of the family, the Mexican side. Oh wait, I forgot to mention 5. I'm mixed. Half Mexican, half white, half jarritos, half Fanta. Honestly, to me, they taste the same. I'm too white to be brown and vice versa. The American and Mexican in me are a couple pressured to divorce and I'm being put in the middle. But I tell you what, I will die in the middle of this intersection if I have to. 6, I will die in the middle of this intersection if I have to. Just a strip of transition meant to get you from one side to another, save for the homes and houses. One of them is mine. Did you know 250s make 100? Did you know a 50% is a bad score? Why is it that I can make a list of every reason why being born this way isn't good enough? Good enough. The only words your grades knows, your mirror knows, your paycheck knows, what you say to yourself when it's not enough, you say good enough. Why are there criteria to be proud? There aren't. I'm outside the box, but there is absolutely no reason for you to fill it with this stuff and make it hard to fit inside like it were a suggestion box. For you to shove full of your homemade opinions, colored pens, and glitter glue. I find if I enfocus my eyes, they look like decorations. I was given this box at birth. I like it. I keep it. And I refuse to get rid of it. Because that would be the true betrayal of my culture.
Yes, thank you. You are valid in every way that you exist, regardless of whatever percentage you are, who you are, and thank you so much for sharing. So I see that word as bond is here. Tanya, are you muted or?
I think I was just quiet. I'm sorry. The revolution
Okay.
has to be intersectional, okay? The revolution has to be
That is
intersectional.
right. Yeah. So I see that word as bond is here, and they have their 2 poems. We have the names. So let me explain, and that one part where so and so got shot to have them played back to back. Welcome word as bond. Yes, got it.
This is how I breathe. She used to taste like winks, and let me explain. And I would drink the knowledge she tipped into my head, the way her mouth would slide into a smirk and say, let me explain. And though I felt the twinge in the gut, feeling the I'm so dumb slither out of my lips, she would feed the snake and I would smile with each, let me explain. And when she talked about her childhood friend and age-old crush, I would not falter, because though she was explaining away my chance, she was also looking at me. That was more than enough. When another friend who breathes words and exhales poetry like a filtration dam in the river told me her words were being explained, I did not listen. 'cause let me explain has love and mushrooms, and her voice makes me high. I search lesbian on Netflix and ask the 21 titles, what is love? I watch the couples break and the love shake and every tale end in tragedy. Is love forgiving each explanation and focusing on her gold earrings? Is love waiting for her to lose her crush and blush at each throwaway wink? Touching 2 fingers to lips, wishing my heart to think someday this will be someone someday. I like to put my speaker behind my neck, listening to I don't wanna be your friend, I wanna kiss your lips. I wanna kiss you until I lose my breath. Pretending when I close my eyes that Sappho herself is serenading me and my beauty. A lonely girl in red holding a bleeding heart, wishing she could write a love poem but realizing too late it's too broken to start. The cross tucked in my bedside table burns the wood inside each time my mind wonders if its thoughts are true. If I'm lying to myself, if I'm bi or straight, or if I just fell for the first gay girl in my wake. I wish I could kill the taste buds in my mouth. So instead of her tasting like winks, and let me explain, I'd taste nothing.
We came across a dead bird beneath a tree on the park floor. Childish eyes rushed to see what childish minds don't want to know, don't need to know yet. We stared in awe at the sleeping bird, with one wing twisted on the ground, the other tucked in tight. We wanted to flip it. You get a stick. No, you do it. Are you scared? I stuck a stick out in front of the classroom like semicircle, pointed at the bird with the pokey end, pushed under its belly and turned it over. Lifeless and full of nothing, it bounced against the hard dirt pathway like a deflated ball. Its eye socket was full of everything but an eye, covered and caked on mud and dirt and dust. It looked like it had been there for some while. We stared at the bird, and the bird stared at us, all of his promise, hopes, and dreams in his dead eyes. We saw a lifeless future and thought of our own. Crushed beak, caudal end flat on the ground, crooked leg, and little white larvae sliming around the empty eye socket. Ants marched up and down the body like a hill, and we all felt icky. The bird that had fallen in flight still turned like it was light and empty, and that was the worst part. We all said a prayer so that our hands could be clean, that the bird would find its way home, that we would never have to see something so nasty again. Before we knew death as well as each other, before death was like the street name of each block and each movie theater and each park we used to play in, before we knew the difference between gunshot and backfiring car, this was the first taste. A dead blackbird in the park with quiet eyes and dried bloody limbs, twisted and rotten. There was that haunting bird, and it scared us, and we prayed for all the dreams the boy abandoned. His unfulfilled hopes, we prayed, because we knew the boy was gone forever. We prayed he'd be gone somewhere better, but we knew this destroyed boy would never come back, and that's what scared our young selves so much. We'd always been told not to grow up too fast, that we had our whole lives ahead of us, and then suddenly we knew how little life we actually had. Suddenly we knew that we were sure of nothing. Suddenly we needed answers to questions we didn't even know how to ask.
The pins are heavy. The pins are heavy. You can't hear me? Hello? Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Turn up. Turn up. I was just saying, like, the pins are heavy, like the language. I'm just, wow. Y'all been killing it. Y'all been going
Yeah.
to these
But those two poems have been back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
those
like,
two
oh,
poems back to back. Amazing. Yeah.
Like, they got me once. They
So
got me
beautiful and
twice.
amazing. Yes. And y'all remember to use the chat, send up love for each poet that touches the screen. You know, it really helps. It builds morale. People are excited to be able to share and see the love that's coming in. So share.
Turn up. So while we keep this energy going, first I want to see all the love. Give me all the love in the chat, all the hearts, all the butterflies, the fire emojis. I'm not calling up the next poet until I see it. Until I see it. All the way, all the way, all the way. Coming to the stage, we got Southern Word. All in, baby. Press that green button. That green box right there. Hey, hey, keep the emojis coming. Keep the emojis coming. It's cool, it's cool. Can we get some dope music playing while Alden fix it?
Baby steps to moon. When you move away, we'll watch you grow from a distance. A star expanding on a brilliant mission. We'll be swinging on the playground just on separate coasts. Shouting, keep going, sis, you're the motherfucking GOAT. When you move away, we'll watch you grow from a distance. A star expanding on a brilliant mission. We'll be swinging on the playground just on separate coasts. Shouting, keep going, sis, you're the motherfucking GOAT. Yes, yes, lioness. That's my sis. 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 Yep, that's my sis.
I'm seeing that Gabriella is saying that there is a pre-recorded video for Some Eyes, and it's titled "It Didn't Hit Me Until It Did." So what I guess we can do in the meantime while production will search for that, we can move on to the next poet.
All right. They're gonna learn today. So we are moving to some extra pieces. If Pranita is here from Soda City to perform live for us, please click that green square. Bring up all the hearts, all the fire, the butterflies, the flowers, all the way to the stage, too. They click that green button.
Yeah. If you're here, click that green box.
We would love to hear your piece, Pranita from Soda City.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing that the video is ready, so we can get that and then see if Pranita is here. Yeah.
Turn up. Let's get it, baby.
Let's go.
So I know it was like super fun in the moment, but now that 2 years have passed and I still feel guilty, I probably won't smoke weed with Grandma again. We shared a joint in the passenger seat of her cycled Chevy decked out for a queen. She really did think she was all that. 62 going on 80, but still wearing diamond earrings and Chanel perfume. Passing it to me as it burnt out, I rolled down my window and tossed the joint to the ground, scared to watch my world go up in flames. It didn't hit me until it did. It quickly became impossible to balance my head, and so I held it up with the weight of the glass instead, thinking, 1, this has been fun, I guess, but when will it end? Because I'm beginning to miss the sky when I could see it clearly. 2, Where did my fingers go? I can't feel them anymore. And 3, I'm really, really hungry. To cure my cotton mouth and munchies, she got me a toasted cream cheese bagel and a Starbucks strawberry daiquiri. Virgin ironically, just like when I was young. Somehow I sobered up enough to realize that this is really fucked up. I mean, reality came clear when the world went blurry. I mean, I say way too many yeses to way too many nos. I mean, my grandmother's already had her first, and now she's stealing mine. I mean, why does she have to live through me just to love me? I mean, the weight of all this weed, no, the world is starting to really make my shoulders ache. And I think if you removed it now, I'd need to replace it with boulders just to sleep at night. When you're 16, everything is amplified. And I mean, there's this forest of falsified maturity shooting up inside of me, and it's getting really hard to breathe trapped in all this smoke. No, I mean lying. Don't tell your mother. And so being all too loyal, I didn't. I didn't tell Mom about the endless cans of dark family secrets Grandma poured thick over me, manipulating me with that bittersweet truth. No wonder I grew up so fast. Like that Christmas, when I begged her not to go in the middle of her bipolar episode, I opened my presents alone. And I cried, remembering the way I said, I love you, and the way she said, you know, Madison, I'm not really sure that you do. Clearly, I hadn't shown enough appreciation for all those years of matriarchal stained kisses and wisdom-washed wishes of best luck, because she told me I was her favorite person, and still, she let me go in just one fight. It didn't hit me until it did. 1. This has been fun, I guess, but when will it end? Because I'm beginning to miss being your granddaughter and not your best friend. 2. Where did you hide my childhood? I just want to be a kid again. And 3. I'm really, really sorry.
Wow. I'm so happy we were able to get that piece up on the stage. Thank you for that. Writing pieces about family is hard, it's tricky, it requires a huge level of vulnerability, and so we are grateful that you were able to share that with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Really.
Anybody want to take a deep breath with me?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
All right, thank you. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. Woo! Thank y'all. All right, we got another poet coming to the stage. We got Piper from Word is Bond. And we're gonna bring up a pre-recorded piece called That One Park Where So-and-so Got Shot. Let us know if there's any triggers. Any triggers? Turn up, turn up. Well, let's put all the hearts, all the fire, all the butterflies, all the hand clap emoji, all the way until this poem comes to the stage. Let go. Yeah. I love it. We love it. Go crazy.
Okay, well, I guess it's the other one then. The other one, My Word as Bond, which will be Let Me Play. So let's go. Let me explain by word as Bond.
There we go.
Awesome. Okay.
Got you. Because we did it like that.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Turn up. All right. Well, we're gonna bring up so sorry, y'all. We're gonna bring up Pranita. Okay.
Yes. But
Pranita.
today live, right? So if you're here, click that green box. And let's see you.
Bring in all the hearts, all the fire, all the butterflies, all the flowers. Give it to them. Give it to them. Yay. Yes. This is how we turn up. Yay. Come on to the stage, baby.
I'm seeing everyone is celebrating Pranita. I really hope Pranita's here.
Yeah.
To hit the box. Technical difficulties. Pull from the drop box. Let us know the name of the poem so production can see if it can pull it up.
Absolutely. It's all good. We in the virtual world, so stuff happens. But we here for a good time. We here for a good time, so it's all good.
Just wanna. It's called Sister and has her name on it. Awesome. And just a reminder, y'all, we're wrapping up here shortly. You're gonna head over to Screen Time Slam, which is being hosted by Kat McGill, who's actually the education coordinator at BNV this year. And so on her IG at Pretty Simple Cat, you will see Screen Time Slam, which begins it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go. The poem's ready.
Sister, I saw you today. I saw you on a stage, burning words in my mind, my own thoughts burning up through my throat. Sister, you made me cry. Sister, I met myself in your wildfire eyes and fiery throat, burning your mark onto this world, burning your name into our history books, burning. You were burning on that stage, sister. My tears were flames, they charred my flesh. Sister, you gave me these burn scars, and I couldn't thank you enough, sister, because I just realized I've had these scars all along, choking back my own voice. I didn't scream out fire like they told me to. No, I choked on the smoke, burning room, burning mind. I had no reason to put myself through this pain. I guess I thought I deserved to stand beside someone like you if I'd let to. Sister, I saw you on a stage today, and sister, I saw myself on that stage some 2 years from now. Sister, your flames are burning me up, and if this is the wildfire game, then let's play. I'll spread it too. I'll join you. Sister, I'll stand beside you, because flames can't be contained. Even candles burn down homes. Even chimneys lead out smoke of all the pain that could have been. Sister, the second I saw you standing on that wooden stage, I knew the night would end in lights from fire trucks, your flames carving your name, charring the cherry floorboards of that open magnet floor with your name. Sister, after you left and the police and the whole world went to sleep, I went back to that stage. Sister, would you call the fire herself an arsonist? Sister, I know you're long gone, but your name on that floor isn't alone anymore. There's a friend beside it, a flame to drive it back into its raging rigor. Sister, my name is forever engraved beside yours. And sister, I don't know if you know, but I was on that stage, the same place you stood some 2 years after you did, and sister, I burnt it down too. Sister, there was a girl in the crowd with the same fiery eyes that we both share. Sister, I went back the next day to see our once burning names carved out onto the once burning floor, and sister, that stage floor was alight with another girl's name. Her wildfire spreading, her name ignited our own once more. Sister, if you ever read this, know that somewhere I'm reading this letter too. Signed off by a different girl, but she'll be a sister too.
I want to hear this song.
Thank you, Pranita. That was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. The DJ on it. It matches the mood. I vibe with it. Yeah.
It gives you a lot to think about, thinking about sisterhood, thinking about, you know, all of the challenges that comes lost everything, being able to make new relationships with, people that you can call your sister. Thank you for that poem.
Absolutely. And we are so close to the end of this, y'all. The end of this. Oh, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
I do have a question, and I apologize so much already. But did Lee Milan go already? Did we give Lee their space?
Lee's from Southern Meridian, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I just want to make sure no one is forgotten here.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not seeing any
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Southern Word has done all their pieces. So last but certainly not least, we got Soda City coming one more time to close us out. If y'all could let us know the title of the piece by FK, so we can get that on the stage for y'all, and we can close.
I was seeing FK in the chat, so FK let us know.
Yeah. It says it's a pre-recorded piece. Oh, if you want to go live, you can also do that too, baby.
Yeah.
You can also do that too. Everybody put all the hearts, all the fire, all the prayer emojis. Bring the good juju. Bring the good energy, baby. All right. This is how we do this, the BNV. Come on, FK. Come on, baby. Yay.
One second, sorry. Just some technical stuff. Thank you for all the love. Just technical stuff. I am resentful. That is how my inventory begins. A burn book full of resentment traced straight back to my fears. Oh, am I full of fear? My pen hits the paper and the fears ferociously fall out. I want to shout from the rooftops about how my life suits me like an ill-fitting crop top, choking the air from my innards, craving. Every minute I'm craving a drink to forget the pain, a razor to control the pain, 2 fingers down my throat to purge that pain right out of me. But I am learning. My progress slow, but not stilted. My pen hits the paper and the fears ferociously fall out. I am resentful at myself because I have fear. I am not fearful. I simply have fear. And like a dove trapped in a magician's hat for too long, I am letting that fear go, sending it back to my maker, my higher power, to whom my addictions, mental illnesses, and frictions with others are no bother. I trust that when I recite those words to my sponsor, I feel not just the warmth of my sponsor's understanding, but the embrace of our shared higher power bonding us in boundless healing. As I say, please remove these fears. Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
You please remove these fears. Yes, yes,
Remove
yes,
them.
yes. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, for being so honest and open and vulnerable. Listen, I can't begin to express how much I appreciate and love this space that we've created together to be open and vulnerable and just, hold each other in that space. Thank you, FK. Thank you to all of the poets that touched tonight. Everything about it was, it really sealed, that metamorphosis, that growth, that everything that we're trying to do here as a community, right?
Yes, we came in as little caterpillars right at the beginning of the festival, and we leaving with our wings, baby. We leaving
Yes,
with
with
our
our
wings.
wings. Yes, put up butterflies, those beautiful blue butterflies. But before we end, we have a great surprise for y'all. If you were at opening ceremony yesterday, before the announcement, you would have heard this amazing poet who I am just so honored to be able to share space with and to announce. So I mean, y'all can guess who it might be, right? So she's a writer, a poet, a workshop facilitator, and activist. She's also a Flint, Michigan native. Any ideas who this might be, y'all? She believes in the power of creative storytelling and its ability to transform hearts, assist in one's healing process, and foster meaningful exchange and dialogue across society's most pressing issues. A graduate of Central Michigan University, she has earned her bachelor's degree in communication with double minors in theater and entrepreneurship. As a McNair scholar, she has been able to research arts and prison reform, in which she was able to conduct creative writing workshops and interviews at a correctional facility. She enjoys creating spaces where people can come together like this, y'all, like this, and share who they are via their craft, like this, right? At this year's festival, she serves as the assistant sound coordinator. Living passionately and authentically, she inspires others to do the same. And y'all, I assure you that you will want to buy her book, Get Free, which you can find on her website, poetrybynell.com. So if you haven't guessed yet, who's going to close us out will be Danielle Horton, our assistant slam coordinator.
Thank you. Thank you, love. Okay. I have a piece I'm going to read. It is called 7 Ways My Love is Stronger. And I wrote this piece to a broken me, right? So I just wanted to remind myself that regardless of whatever I'm going through, my love, its purity is stronger than all of it. Seven ways my love is stronger. My love heals. Be trauma transformed. Hugs and kisses, ice to bruises, band-aids over scrapes. My love be homemade. My love ages like wine and wisdom, grows like generational wealth and flows like the blood between us. My love nourishes. Be a nipple to a baby, it soothes. My love be bold, be loud, be in your face. My love is not afraid of you. It ain't going nowhere. My love is grounded, rooted in my mother's love, and my grandma's love, and my grandpa's love, and they mama's love, and they mama's love. My love is warm. Be all you need on winter nights. Be fire in fireplace. Be a fresh breakfast. Be a made up bed. Be a clean house. My love is home. My love be holy. Agape. My love is godly, sacrificial. My love has no name. It just is. It just be stronger. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And as we close out, I want to end with this mantra, this chant that my old team gave to me. It is a quote by Assata Shakur, one of my favorite people. And it goes like this. So wherever you are, just close your eyes and receive these words, okay? We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. One more time, we have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for coming out to the best of BNV. Y'all truly were the best of BNV. Oh my gosh, we did it, y'all. We had a festival, y'all. Oh, shit. Come back to the stage, Ashlee. I need my homegirl by my side. We started this thing together. We're going to end it together. Turn up.
Yes, y'all. We did it. We did it. I can't begin to express the excitement. I mean, I feel high off of this energy, inspired and emotional. I definitely am going to cry at the end of this. But I'm just so grateful for y'all, for everything about it. Thank you. And thank you, Daniele. Your words always touch me, your passion, everything about it. So thank you.
I'm so emotional, y'all. I'm a Pisces, so that's all I be doing is like being in my feelings.
Bar or water sign makes sense. I am a Scorpio, moon and sun child.
Yes.
Thank you to all of the teams who came, to those who are new to BNV, to those who have been coming back. Thank you for creating this community, and we love you, and we see you, and we thank you.
Absolutely. One more thing, y'all got Screen Time Slam tonight. Let's jam it out.
Thank y'all.
Would you believe it? Child, I cried when I first saw the Prince of Egypt. Ended up blended, could've depended upon my limits, but he flipped it. With a math joke was oozing and how I thought I was cool in it. With a ruler in my loose fitted morals, like I'm not crueler than many. Plenty of friendlies would clearly defend me, but do hear me. Empty with gold on it can look like a Bentley, but then that shepherd switched to get it, nearly threw me out the car. Slapped the face out of my scar and said, I see you as you are. If we talking about a read, I know a petty Prince of Peace, or at least that's how it seemed when he just fed me to the sheep. The sheep would speak that he had just prepared a sweeter feast. I was part of a party that broke up a body of bread to be the least, and I know his voice. My God, I know his voice. He led me to this pasture just to make a bunch of noise, and that shepherd switched to get it, nearly threw me out the car. Slapped the face out of my scars and said, I see you as you are. Math joke. I tried to take this music and run, but when I measured out the track, I did not carry the one. So it's imperative that I get you this narrative about what I just inherited by staring at the sun.
Be ye clip. If you see me nip, and I don't look like Jesus, you don't see me, yeah?
Bad body flipping big books off the backboard. Blood bought by the big lamb coming back for him. Shepherd switched to get it, nearly threw me out the car.